Hi kindergarten friends. I want to show you today a fun way that we can do some cutting practice, okay? So what you'll need for this is you'll need some scissors, you'll need some kind of a marker, you'll need some kind of paper. Thicker paper is better, it's easier for cutting, but if all you have is regular paper, that works too. And then I have some pumpkin stickers. If you don't have stickers, you can just draw your own pumpkin too, but I'm gonna use stickers for this activity. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do, and this will be something that you're gonna get your mom or dad to help you with prepping this part. So adults, you're gonna cut your paper the long way. And I cut it kind of halfway because if you cut them too thin, then the scissors are getting close to their helper hand and you don't want that. You wanna make sure that they're not cutting themselves. Okay, so you have your long piece of paper, and then at one end of the paper, the long end, you're gonna stick a pumpkin, like that. And then the idea of this is that you're practicing cutting, okay? So you're gonna draw some lines for cutting. So you can keep it simple at first. So straight lines are the easiest to cut. So you're gonna draw a straight line all the way down to the edge of your page. And if you want, you can do a dot there because that's gonna be our starting point. Okay, so you can do a straight line. And you want to make the line simple, so then gonna do a wavy line. Okay, and do your dot there because that's your going to start. So this is for the adults, and I'm gonna cut one more. Stick my pumpkin at the end. And now I'm gonna do a zigzag line. When you're making your zigzags, make it nice and big. If you make it too small, then this activity becomes really hard for the kids to navigate. Okay, and then your dot there for the starting point. Okay, and then another way you can do it, so this one would be probably the most challenging. You put a pumpkin in the middle because you're cutting your way to the pumpkin. The most challenging if you want to do a circle, so then you can do kind of like a spiral and then they have to cut their way to the pumpkin, just like that. Okay, so once the adults have made these cards, and I've only made 4 cards, but you can make multiples of each one. That's up to you. And then now kids, it's your turn. So then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut. Remember, it goes 2 fingers on the bottom, 1 thumb on top. Open up the mouth and go chop, chop, chop. So friends, you want to cut right on that line with little snips like this, and you're going to cut all the way to the pumpkin, and when you get to the pumpkin, you can stop. If you want, you can cut some more. You can make more than 1 line on each page. You just want to make sure that their helper hand's not getting too close. And remember, for your helper hand, your thumb is on top, and your thumb's on top for both cutting. So then you can cut your wavy one. Okay. Now friends, when you're cutting, it's your helper hand that moves. It's not really your scissor hand. Your scissor hand is going to stay there. It's going to be your helper hand that moves the page, and your scissor hand kind of stays in the same spot. Okay? And then the swirly one is probably the most tricky, and your helper hand is going to keep moving. Helper hand. And there you go. That one's kind of fun because it ends up being a spring. There you go. A fun way to practice cutting. Thanks for joining me. Take care.